Hello again. We're coming from the shop of 3754 Chevy Parts. I'm doing a demonstration on how to install a rear end using my spring perches and base plates. These were engineered by Walton Fabrication. I sell them. I make them and sell them now with his permission. So this is an offset spring perch. So basically this allows the rear end to get set in the stock position and the stock height off the spring. So instead of using the trailer perches that a lot of people try using, and then they try and use the original base plate bolts. So I already got this staged up here, so you can see how that's all set up. So this axle is actually too wide, but it's good for demonstration purposes on how to install one of these. So this is a truck axle that's a little bit wider. Then we have the base plates, and this could be used on any 54 and earlier Chevrolet car or truck. So this will allow you to use the stock tube chocks in the stock position. My helper is going to be, say hi Tom.
Hi Tom.
Gonna finish recording all this, and it shouldn't take very long. So here we go. So you'll notice that these plates have two holes in it also. So in this configuration, you mount that in the front bolt hole. So let me get these all set up. This is all real time and how long it takes to do all this. So on cars, you want to take and mount this point inward toward the shocks. So sometimes these are a pain to get on. There we go. Put that on there for a second. Again into here. All right, now the other side. Again, point this toward the shocks. And Walton used to weld them, and I don't, because some people use them for trucks and some people use them for cars. On the cars, it gets mounted differently. There we go. There's that. So I've got this semi-centered, but what you want to do is measure from where the spring is to the backing plate, the center of the axle on both sides. And we'll cover that real quick. All right, so the tape for squaring it up left and right, you just want to take a quick measurement. Vacuum plate over here. I've got approximately just a hair under 5 inches on this side. So this shows 5 3/8, so this axle needs to go over. I'm going to call that pretty good for this purpose. I'm not welding this in. So that's a little bit more. Well, I think what happened here. A little bit more. All right. We just go back and forth on that. So we're pretty good there. Again, I'm not welding this one. This is actually a truck axle. That's a little too 1 3/4. Oh, it did go too far. All right. So the next thing to do before you bolt it up solid is you want to tilt the axle up. So you're going to ideally do this on the ground with some weight on the springs. So basically when you get done, you want to have about a 2 to 3 degree tilt upward, so that way your U-joints are not wearing at a hard angle. So I'm just going to eyeball that. Long impact. Alright, so that's good enough for this application. So on this, you should have them pretty much flush. You'll know you had these tight. So now it's all set up. So you would weld it up, put a bead on each side of this right here, each side. But we're not gonna weld those up. Again, this is a truck axle, but this will do a demonstration on how to weld these up right here. I like to weld them up like this, that way you're not interfering with the nuts. So, welder on. Safety first, make sure you're not looking at the arc. Pack it up there. Somebody was using my welder, so I'm okay. This is one of the times that we should have looked before we leaped. I welded that one up as a truck. This one I'll weld up as a car. So this one will go this way when it goes together, and this one would be the design of the truck, because the trucks go on the outside of the spring and go forward, so that's where you would want that. And that's pretty much it on installing one of these. Again, you'd want to weld right here, and then weld on the outside. And that's all there is to installing a rear end. Get your 2 to 3 degrees up angle, and you want to take that on preferably jack stands with weight on the springs, front end on the ground, put the jack stands like right here, and then I always take and put it downward, and then get it, put an inclinometer, set this up right here, put a magnetic inclinometer right here, and then get a floor jack and jack it up until it's where I want it to be. That's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. So please subscribe and follow me on more projects.